Hi, everyone. Dr. Erin Mires here. I am so excited to be here with you today for the first Mires Method Monday. So, we're going to start with the basics, and that is basically why corporate leadership coaching? Because obviously, you've joined this group for a reason. You want to learn a little bit more about how to become a highly successful and paid corporate leadership coach. But what exactly does that even mean? Well, today, we're going to talk about the basics. We're going to break it down Barney style. We're going to discuss exactly why we want to get into corporate, what that means for us as a coach, how we can tie in what we already coach into leadership coaching. So let's break it down. First off, why coaching? So, why corporate coaching? I should specify. We all know why coaching. You're here for a reason, either because you're an aspiring coach or you're already a coach, and maybe even a highly successful coach. But now it's time to add this additional revenue stream of corporate coaching. So, why do we want corporate clients? Well, the bottom line answer is they have the money. So let's be frank, right? We all want to make a positive impact on the world, but in order to do that, we need paying clients because in order to make an impact, we need to be able to sustain ourselves and to be able to more successfully put ourselves out in the world. And so we need to be paid in exchange for that service. We need that energy exchange. And clients that come from referrals or, organic leads or whatever the case may be, they're wonderful. But they, if we're just being frank about it, don't necessarily have in their own personal budget money for professional or personal development. Now, if you are a fitness coach or something like that, maybe they have a gym budget or whatever the case may be. But for the vast majority of people, A, they either don't have a budget because about 70% of people don't have a budget at all, or they don't have the amount of money or have never really considered investing that amount of money in themselves. They'd rather give it to their kids or they need it for other purposes. Maybe they're taking care of an aging parent, whatever the case is. There's always another reason to not invest that money in themselves. And so we always have to work super hard to overcome those mindset obstacles in our potential clients and in our leads in order to get them to understand the value that we're bringing to the table. With corporate coaching, it is totally different. So corporations always have budgets in their whatever the annual budget. I'm trying to think of the proper term here. But they always have earmarked. This is really the direction I want to take it. They always have earmarked within their annual budget money and a bucket of money for professional development. And so when we think of it from that perspective, coming in and doing everything that we do successfully outside of corporate, bringing it to corporate, the only major difference is really that they have the money already earmarked. So it's honestly an easier sell in that there's not a mindset issue here. Instead, what we need to do is show and explain our value and how we can make a difference, a positive difference on their employees. And likely, if you're a coach, you already know the positive impact that you make on individuals. And that's much more easy to communicate successfully to people. So, when we think of it from that perspective, it's just an easier sell. But now, how do we break into corporate coaching and how do we package ourselves successfully to get there? And that's something that we're going to teach you all about in this group. So, we're going to talk about it in depth. We also have a 50K in 5 days challenge that's going to be coming up in November that I have put together for you so that you can better understand exactly how to do exactly that. And then we also have a certification program that can help you become more successful at breaking into corporate clients or breaking into corporate clients for the first time. And so we walk you through all of that. And in fact, we have lots of tangible takeaways such as conflict management, emotional intelligence training, all of that, so that you can show corporations the return on investment or the ROI, which is extremely important for letting corporations see the value in the investment that you are making on their team or that they have made in you and the impact that you are making on their team. So that's a little bit about why corporate clients. Bottom line, they have the money. You know you can make an impact. It's a match made in heaven. So now, how do we successfully break into corporate clients? And I'm going to end today by just talking about that. So let's say, for example, you are a holistic wellness coach, which is wonderful. But corporations don't really have a budget for holistic wellness. Let's just be frank about that, right? When corporations think of wellness, they think of the benefits package, the healthcare insurance packages. That's that's what they think of when they think of wellness, the vast majority anyway. Not everybody is quite as evolutionized in the corporate world to understand the positive impact that holistic wellness has on individuals. So we have to package it and switch it a little bit to make them better understand what it is that you do and the benefit that you can do for others. So I actually have a good friend, Chelsea, who just did this. She's a yoga coach. She focuses on reducing stress and anxiety, particularly in individuals. And she has a whole wonderful practice and tools in her toolkit, in addition to yoga, with other certifications that really help with that. What she's done is she has just recently broken into corporate coaching. And the way that she did that is by doing it under the label of leadership, which is why we call this leadership coaching. Now, you can put any spin on it you want. Maybe it's holistic leadership coaching. Maybe it's leadership wellness coaching, wellness for leaders. You can put any spin on it that you want. It just needs that leadership category. Here's why. Leadership development and leadership coaching fits into that professional development budget. And they particularly, even within that professional development budget, have an even larger pocket of money than the other components to invest in their leaders. And so when we put that spin on it, we can get the money. So, what did Chelsea do to really make that happen? And how do we coach you to do something similar? Bottom line is you need to show the positive impact on productivity. So, what Chelsea did is she said, okay, I'm not going to go in as a yoga and stress reliever coach. I'm going to go in as a leadership coach. Let me show you how we can make a positive impact on your leaders through using my proven system in reducing stress and anxiety and increasing productivity in leaders, as well as communication practices and conflict communication, so that we can more successfully reach leaders' goals and get you. I was combining all those words because I'm so excited about this, but ultimately get you that return on investment. So that's the bottom line. We can put any spin on it. Say you're a fitness coach, right? So, how can we positively improve productivity in the workplace by using fitness? Well, we can call it, again, holistic leadership or just leadership coaching, leadership productivity, uh, increasing engagement. So, engagement coaching, positive engagement coaching. You can put any spin on it that you want as long as it shows the ROI. And so a fitness coach can go in and say, hey, I have a tool for your leaders that can help increase productivity by 4 times. Here's how. We do a wellness break every 2 hours, where for 10 minutes we live stream across the internet exercises that everybody can do at their desk to get the juices flowing, to refresh their mind, to go ahead and increase the exercise and endorphins in their body. And then once a day, we live stream a workout program so that those individuals that want to work out can go ahead and do it right from their desk, so they can return right away and get right back into action instead of leaving, going to the gym, coming back, and ultimately taking a 2 hour break when really they only need a 1 hour break in order to get the exercise and the positive endorphins flowing. See how we're putting a spin on it? And so, no matter what you are, business coach, health coach, wellness coach, fitness coach, sex coach, there are so many different varieties of coaches, divorce coach, transition coach. We can put any spin on it so that the corporate money that is there for professional development can actually be yours, and you gain that client as a corporation. From there, we have an entire client pipeline that we can walk you through on how to get those one-on-one coaching clients, on how to get team coaching or group coaching. We call it team coaching in the corporate world, as well as executive coaching clients within the same corporation, so that you're constantly increasing the sales that we're getting through these corporations. All right. So now the call to action for this video is for you to go ahead and write below, what type of coach are you? Who's your ideal client? And then what you think you might call yourself, or how you might present yourself to a corporate client, so that they can see the return on investment. When they invest in you, what return do you give back to the corporation? We'll work on this together, so don't worry. Just drop it below. If you don't have any idea, we can wordsmith it. We can make it work. That's what we're here for, is to provide that value and resource to you. So thanks so much, everyone. I really appreciate you logging on, and I look forward to chatting with you in the DMs. It could be me, it could be Ashley, it could be Taylor, it could be any one of our team members. So just make sure that you know that we are reaching out to you via DMs to make sure that we're providing the value that you need in order to be successful in getting corporate clients. All right. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.